Hi guys. Good
Good
morning. Doesn't this just look like the picture of health today? Look at this. The sky is blue. The sun is out. We have all these supplements and healthy drinks. Look at this. Look at this beautiful morning. So we have a supplements show for you guys today, and we have some great supplement kits. So we have our 7-piece essential. Oh, sorry.
4-piece. Start with 4.
4-piece essential supplement kit with vitamin D3, omega-3, Senolytic Renew, and NAC. That's a retail value of $149.96. You get it today for $99.99. That's 33% off at SuzanneSummers.com. And then we have our 7-piece supplement kit, which includes the vitamin D, omega-3, Senolytic Renew, and NAC. And you also get Curcumin, Resveratrol, and Joint Ease. Retail value of $314.93, on sale for $149.99. That's 52% off at SuzanneSummers.com. What a great deal.
Yeah, 2 really good deals.
And we take all of these supplements too. This is where we get our supplements because we can trust the quality, and not all supplements are made the same.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Hey everyone, I'm Caroline Summers, in case we haven't met. Hi.
I'm Violet Summers.
So Violet, I got us some water so that, because I haven't taken my supplements today except my thigh. Will you pour this? Because I just can't not have these flowers in frame because they're so pretty.
They're so pretty.
I'm just going to tuck here behind this beautiful hedge of flowers. My best friend's daughter, whom I like to call my third daughter, we had her bridal shower over the weekend, and so we get to enjoy it. Cheers. With these beautiful flowers. Okay, so always good. But I also poured you some amazing juice. I have fresh squeezed.
Yeah, that juice is beautiful.
It's a fresh squeezed combination of pomegranate and blood orange juice.
It's so good.
And truth be told, I was using it with tequila over the weekend. It was my signature drink. But it is also a great, it's so filled with incredible antioxidants between the blood orange and the vitamin C and the citrus, and then the pomegranate with all of those great nutrients in it. We've really got an antioxidant booster. So I got you 2 more little glasses. You want to get them?
Yeah.
Pour us some.
So
it also
cute.
just is such a great tasting.
Cute these glasses are. I'm gonna have to be really careful with this dark color and all my white I'm wearing
I know.
today. I can't really be trusted.
We both ended up in white today, quite accidentally.
Yeah. Well, I think we think alike, you know. Supplements, white,
health,
purity. Look at how delicious this looks. What cute glasses and pictures.
Thank you.
You want some?
Yes, thank you.
Cheers, guys.
How good is that?
This is so delicious. Oh my god. A great way to start the morning.
Obviously, when it comes to supplements and antioxidants and things to help protect our immune system, it is always great to get your nutrition from food. So if you first and foremost can eat a healthy diet, watch the toxins in your environment, that is always the best way to get nutrition. But sadly, most of us are not getting enough nutrition from our food, and I like to think that I eat pretty well. I try to eat almost exclusively organic. It's not, if I'm eating out, I don't know if it's organic or not, unless you're, there are certain places that you can trust. But for the most part, most of us still need some kind of supplementation to help our systems. Violet and I this year, we are both very healthy. We take a lot of supplements. We both got hit by bad flus this year. Yeah. That's rare. I don't usually get the flu.
It's the first time in a while that I've gotten a flu.
Yeah.
But I had COVID last year too. So, I mean, sometimes it's a sign. For me, it usually comes when I'm not sleeping enough. So I had a few weeks where I was barely sleeping, and then I got the flu.
This is like the first day that you're starting to sound and feel a little better. It was kind
yes.
was really not a good one. So we thought it would be a good opportunity to talk about supplements and how we can help protect the immune system. Of course, one of the most important, and I hope everyone by this point is taking vitamin D. If you're not taking ours, I hope you're taking someone's.
Vitamin D3.
It is such an important product to help with so many different where are my notes? So many different systems of the body. It helps support your cardiovascular system, so your heart, your endocrine system, your immune system, and your cognitive. So vitamin D3 is actually a hormone, so it's very important to help regulate your entire hormonal system. Excuse me, your immune system. That cough is from that juice going down the wrong way. And cognitive function for the brain. So vitamin D is also super important for bones. And so we think about helping protect against osteoporosis and things like that. So everyone should be taking a vitamin D supplement. And even the conventional doctors are recommending vitamin D. So D3, super easy, not expensive. Ours is a 5,000 IU. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Here we go. Yes, 5,000 IU. The recommended daily allowance is 2,000 IU, but most people will tell you you can benefit from more. I have my vitamin D checked every year when I go in for my physical, and I actually was taking 10,000 at one point, and he had me knock it back to 5. So I'm now taking 5,000. So it is a good idea whenever you're starting a new supplement program to speak with a doctor about it. Hopefully it's a doctor who understands and believes in supplementation, because some of them just feel like if there hasn't been a pharmaceutical study on it, that it isn't proven. And there's so much good research on the importance of supplements. Our friends at Life Extension put out an incredible magazine every month. I highly recommend, if you are not getting the Life Extension magazine, at least go to their website and look at their incredible articles, because they have something about every supplement and just the importance and the research. This is a team that really does their research. Yeah. So that's the first one we're talking about, is vitamin D.
I take it too, and every year my vitamin D count is perfect.
Oh, good. Have you taken yours yet today?
No, I usually take it at night.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to take mine now, because I also just want to remind you how easy it is to start a supplement program.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes I think when you're trying to create a new habit, it feels like such a big thing, which is why we put these kits together for you. These are some of my favorite supplements. These are some of the ones that I really don't want to be without. Of course, there are others that are not in here, the multivitamin, the ubiquinol CoQ10, but I wanted to make sure that we covered a couple that maybe sometimes aren't in our normal program. Omega-3 you're always going to find in our essentials.
Omega-3 is so great. My doctor's actually always telling me I need more omega-3s, also in my diet and supplements. I should be taking actually more than I'm taking now.
Well, the thing about omega-3 is that our bodies don't make essential fatty acids. So we have to get them from the food that we eat. So this isn't, a lot of times when we talk about supplements, it's that something that our body makes is diminishing as we age, or it has diminished due to toxicity or one thing or the other. Omega-3 our bodies don't make. So we are responsible for giving our body omega-3 fatty acids, and they are so protective, especially for the cardiovascular system. So you can get them from fish, from flaxseed, from nuts, but like we said, most of us don't get enough in our daily diets. So most of us are getting too many omega-6 oils. So omega-6 oils are coming from things like
seed oils?
Plant oils, corn, soy, sunflower, and they're used in a lot of processed foods. So most of us have too many omega-6s, not enough omega-3s. And omega-3s help to support a healthy heart. So now we talk about the difference between the different kinds of omega-3 fatty acids that you can get. We always want to make sure that when you're getting your omega-3s, that you're getting them from clean clean sources because we don't want to have any toxicity. A lot of times fish can have toxicity. So the
I'm
source
really sensitive to mercury
You are.
too. So when I went to the doctor, he said, I want you to make sure that your omega-3 is coming from a good place. And I was like, okay, I do life or Restore Life omega-3. And he said, is that the one that Caroline does? And I said, yeah, she's my mom. And he said, okay, I trust everything she does. So I'm not worried.
Well, if you can see, we have this symbol here. Will you show them, Violet? It says IFOS, and that is the International Fish Oil Standards. So it's an organization, and they test the toxicity or the mercury levels, any of the toxin levels in your fish oil. And ours gets a 5-star rating, and it only goes up to 5.
Wow.
So the reason is that we use small cold water fish. It's Alaskan pollock. So they're clean waters, they're small fish. The bigger the fish, the more toxins that they absorb. So that's why the small fish are super important. Let's see what else. Oh, we also add a couple great things in it. We add sesame lignans as well as olive oil extracts, which add additional antioxidant benefits. In case you didn't get your pomegranate juice this morning, you're going to need your additional antioxidant benefits. So again, help support a healthy heart, highest quality rating from IFOS. If most of us are low in omega-3 fats, and we have too many omega-6 fats, and it also contains olive fruit extract, which provides polyphenol compounds, and which are antioxidants. So we're having a double dose of antioxidants. Now I will. The dosage is 1. This is kind of a large capsule, but it's smooth, and I find that it goes down pretty easily.
Yeah.
And the dosage is 1, but again, I have my blood work done every year with a qualified physician, and he recommended that I take 2 because my cholesterol had gone up a little bit last year, and omega-3 helps to thin your blood a bit. It makes it to move more fluidly through your veins.
I usually take mine with food just because it helps me stomach the bigger pills if I take it after or with a meal. But it's not hard to take.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's next? I'm going to show you the fourth item, and this is such an important one that we want to talk about today. This is NAC.
This is great.
So especially if you are experiencing any issues with your lungs. Now we, of course, are adjacent to this fire, so we're worried about toxicity in the air. We're worried about, which way the wind is blowing. The closer we are to the fire, or depending on, which way the wind is blowing, the toxicity in those burn areas, it can really affect our lungs. So with NAC, it's N-acetylcysteine, and we always talk about NAC with the 3 L's: longevity, liver, and lung. Longevity, because NAC is the precursor to glutathione. Now, Violet knows a lot about glutathione because she's always had to take a lot from when she had Lyme disease. It's the body's detoxification system. But glutathione can be hard to uptake orally. It can be hard to survive in the stomach to get where it needs to go. So NAC turns on our body's production of glutathione.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, so that's why it's so important for the antioxidant protection that we need. So obviously you can take glutathione, but it has a short bioavailability. Violet used to get it in intravenously. So this is the building block to glutathione. So it turns on your body's own production. Number 2, it is great for liver health because obviously we need detoxification. The liver is responsible for cleaning the blood. And when we're stressed, our high cortisol levels are also hard on the liver. So one of the best things you can do to reduce cellular stress in the liver is glutathione. And again, NAC helps turn on your body's production of glutathione. And then thirdly, and one of the reasons why I said we should do a show with NAC today is for lung health. So if you have any kind of lung distress, like Violet's had this nasty flu, and she kept saying, you know, she had to go to the doctor and make sure that it hadn't affected her lungs. And really, depending on which doctor you go to, some that you'll go to will just say, you might as well take an antibiotic.
They said that to me, and I said, I'd rather not.
Well, because she went to a clinic because she couldn't get in with our integrative doctor.
Yeah.
And so they said, you know, he's booked up. So she said, I think I'm just going to go to the clinic. And of course, at the clinic, they checked her lungs. They said, you sound totally clear. And then they gave her an antibiotic just to be safe. Yeah. So,
well, they didn't. I didn't take an antibiotic.
Well, they gave you a prescription for it, is the point. Like,
guess,
a lot of doctors will use it just to cover their bases. And listen, if you need an antibiotic for infection or a bacteria, it's
if you have an infection,
it's
you need
vital.
It. Yeah.
Yes, I wouldn't want to be in a world without antibiotics. But if you're getting an antibiotic and what you actually have is a virus that just needs to clear, we want to help you build your immune system and help your body's ability to fight that off. And that is why, you know, I called Violet. I said, are you taking your NAC every day? And she said, yes, of course. So NAC isn't great for lung function. It supports overall lung function. It helps to clear airways for people who deal with seasonal issues or nasal issues. The NAC, through the glutathione production, helps to break up mucus and keep the airwaves open and keep the lung function up. So that's why NAC is so important. And I hope you're getting it every day. We skipped one, Violet.
Which one?
We skipped Senolytic Renew.
Oh. I don't know as much about this one.
Okay, wait, I have to take my NAC.
Okay.
Oh my God, your grandmother loved to talk about Senolytic Renew.
Really? Well,
yes.
I'm in for a learning experience
because
today.
Suzanne is such a pioneer in learning about things early on, and then sharing them with all of us. So she'd learn about something, I'd hear her talking about it, I'd get the product going, and then she would educate all of us on it. And you know, I would hear about it sometimes years later in the health world.
She was so ahead of the curve.
She was really well read, well studied. Have you heard of NAD? Yes, NAD is an injection, Alexis. Great for anti-aging. Quite expensive and something you have to talk to your doctor about. It's not a supplement. There is one oral supplement. I remember they wanted Bruce to work with him. But the best way to get NAD is through injection. Like a small little needle. Okay. Senolytic Renew. This is an exciting one. Our bodies are made of trillions of cells. So the way our cells work is that they have a lifespan and then they die off. So as our cells age and die off, they're called senescent cells. So that means like the aging cell. And what happens is that the old cells become like debris in the system. And if you have too much debris, it can inhibit new cellular production. Well, new cellular turnover, that's how we stay vibrant and healthy. Suzanne always used to talk about, I will talk to one cell in my body because we know all the cells communicate with one another. And she would say, and I would say to that cell in the morning, I'm happy and I'm healthy and I have love in my life and I'm positive and I have energy. And she said, and she would use that as a visualization to tell all the other little cells to do the same. Well, as your cells are turning over, this cellular debris can inhibit your body's ability to make the new cells, which is so important. So Senolytic Renew is like a broom that comes in and sweeps the cellular debris and cleans the area, so it helps promote more positive cell turnover. Ability to ease senescent cell burning, meaning it helps to clean out cellular debris. It helps to inhibit inflammatory factors. It's up to 50 times more available than, hold on. Oh, we added quercetin to this. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so the Senolytic Renew also has bioquercetin in it, the most absorbable kind. And it lessens the accumulation of senescent cells. Those are the aging cells. Regulates those inflammatory mediators and poses strong antioxidant properties, which can help to mitigate stress on the cells and the tissue. So the thing about the Senolytic Renew is that you only have to take this once a week. So set one day,
wow.
you take it. I take it just on Sundays. So I didn't take it yesterday, so I'm going to take it now. And it is 3 servings. I mean, 3 capsules per serving.
3 capsules once a week?
3 capsules once a week.
Oh.
So it is not expensive. This is not an expensive, and it's such a wonderful way that you can support the body's cellular turnover.
Wow.
So Violet, why don't you go through the 4-piece deal again, since we just finished the 4 pieces, and I know a lot of people came in late. Would Senolytic Renew help get rid of dead cells after one is finished with cancer treatments? Jolene, it is, I can't speak to the specificity of cancer. Our bodies are always in cellular turnover. But if you are in cancer treatment, we always want to recommend that you speak with your doctor about adding any supplementation.
4-piece essential supplement kit includes vitamin D3, omega-3, Senolytic Renew, and NAC. You get that for a retail value of $149.96. It's on sale for $99.99. That's 33% off at SuzanneSummers.com today. Jump on this deal. What a great deal.
You want to show them the 7-piece kit?
7-piece kit, you get the same vitamin D3, omega-3, Senolytic Renew, and NAC with an added curcumin, resveratrol, and joint ease. The retail value for all those 7 supplements is $314.93. You get that on sale for $149.99. That's 52% off at SuzanneSummers.com.
That's a killer good deal.
Yes.
50% off. And like I say, these are most of my essentials. I have a couple more essentials that I have in here as well, but I wanted to give these a little more airtime. So let's talk about curcumin. This is such an important and easy supplement to take. The scientific advisory board that we have for Restore Life, when I was talking to the doctor, I said, what can I say to people about curcumin? He goes, just tell them to take it. Just take it. This is one that you just want to take.
That's funny.
Curcumin is the extract from the spice turmeric. So we've all seen turmeric. When you're cooking with turmeric, it's that bright orange. It's going to stain the hell out of your dish
turmeric
towels.
shots too.
Yes.
People are obsessed with ginger turmeric shots.
So the reason is that curcumin benefits several systems of the body. It helps improve parameters related to the brain, your cardiovascular system, and also your inflammatory health. So again, you may be thinking like, well, why don't I just use turmeric in my cooking? That's great, and I hope you do. It's delicious, and it's so nutritious. Suzanne used to make the most delicious turmeric chicken. But I will say that it's very difficult to get the amount of curcumin in cooking, because you would have to use so much of it every day to get the concentration that you will get in 1 capsule of curcumin. Curcumin can also be hard to absorb, so that's why we use a special form in the Restore Life formulas. It is called BCM 95 Biocurcumin, and again, it helps it absorb better. If you're spending money on supplements and you are choking them down, because listen, it's not fun to take supplements. I don't like it. I'm bad at it. Like Violet can take a whole handful like her dad. I can't do it. Yeah. So I can do, a couple at a time. But if you're going to take it, we want you to get the benefits. We try to give you the products that are tested and are the best absorbed by your body. So again, not everything is equal. If you go into a vitamin store, you may not know what you're getting. Hasten Carolyn has a question about Ocular Renew. Does it help with dry eye? I'm not aware of that being a benefit. I would talk to your optometrist or your ophthalmologist about your tear ducts if you have dry eye. Okay, so anyway, back to Curcumin. It is one of our foundational supplements. It's just a wonderfully important overall antioxidant for your health. Next up, Violet?
Next
It's in the middle,
up,
in the back.
joint ease. I can tell you when I was thinking about joint ease was last week when my joints were all killing me when I had the flu. But I feel like, you know, that's a how do I say, a looking glass, like a peephole.
A precursor? Yeah.
Not a precursor, but just sort of a look into what it's like for people who actually have joint pain, and it's so uncomfortable. So I have a lot of empathy for those achy joints.
Well, and the thing is, as we age, and a lot of us do experience that achy or stiff joint issue, menopausal women, absolutely, you're going to feel it's one of the most common symptoms. And a lot of us just feel like that's getting old. That's just how we feel getting older, and we feel like we have to just learn to live with that. Not true. Joint ease is, if I don't take this product, I start feeling that stiffness in my hands. I'll feel it in my elbows. I'll feel pain in my hip. And I need to take this product every single day. And I am eager to take this product every day because it just makes me feel so much better. I like to get out and exercise. I like to get out and move. If I have an excuse not to, it's really easy for me not to get out and exercise. So achy joints makes it really easy to say, I'm feeling a little achy today. Well, joint ease, it's such an incredible combination of herbs, and it's such an odd list. I'm going to read you the list, but this blend of herbs helps to ease the inflammation in your joint space, and it helps to maintain healthy cartilage. So the cartilage is what protects our joints where the bones meet. And as that cartilage deteriorates, that's where you can experience that discomfort. And again, perimenopausal or menopausal women, if you're experiencing that deterioration of the cartilage, your joints don't feel good when those bones start to ease up on each other. So I want to just read you some of the things. God bless you, honey.
Thank you.
Chinese skullcap extract, which is a root. It's not from China, but it's a root. White mulberry extract, Kutch tree extract. Who figured out that all of these things help protect? But that's where I feel like when I look back into ancient medicine, and we had medicine women who were like pulling plants and botanicals, and they knew what would help with certain ailments. I feel a history like that when I read about these herbs, because someone tested these herbs to realize that this is helping the cartilage. And I'll tell you, the other thing that can really make your joints achy is lack of estrogen. So again, if you're perimenopausal or menopausal and you might have decreasing hormones, it's a very good time to have a hormone panel done. My sister had such bad, she was saying, I have arthritis, I'm having such issues with my hands, and she went and was actually diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis and got put on traditional pharmaceutical medicine, and it did nothing for her. And it was many years ago, and I said to her, listen, I always respect the doctors that you choose and who you're going to, and that's totally your choice, but would you consider going to an integrative doctor and having your hormones checked? Because it might be that you need hormones. It might be that you need bioidentical hormones. And so she went through the long process of finding the right doctor, and I know that's a pain point for everyone, but she found one in her area that was recommended by someone we knew. And he said, no, your estrogen is low and your progesterone is low. She got on bioidentical hormones, and she said within a week, her hands felt better.
That's crazy.
She did not have rheumatoid arthritis. She was misdiagnosed.
Wow.
And so again, we're always trying to pass along any kind of education or tip. Listen, you might get diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, and that might be exactly what you have. So I'm not trying to dissuade anyone from a medical opinion, but it's where Suzanne taught us to advocate for ourselves and to advocate for getting that information. You can pop in and read me questions if you hear anything.
Need it. Had almost everything but joint stuff. Chiropractor yanked leg in 2023, and I hobbled since, and they want surgery. I said no. That's crazy. Doesn't hurt to try.
The joint ease is a very important supplement for me.
Yeah, you said you get creaky joints.
I do, and I'm 60 years old now, but I can get out there and play 3 hours of pickleball and do really well, or get through an hour and a half yoga
and
class.
I joke that there's nothing wrong with my mom's body.
What do you mean?
We always say that she has no problems. We're just like, you take care of a bunch of sick people, but you yourself are really strong.
Strong genes. Got to keep going.
Yeah.
But this is my little team here.
Wait, but we didn't.
This
talk
is my
about
little arsenal.
This one.
Yes.
Major power player, Resveratrol.
Oh, resveratrol.
Resveratrol. You guys have all heard about. People say red wine is healthy because it has resveratrol in it. But you would need to drink a lot of red wine to get the amount of resveratrol that we put in.
It's 700 glasses. You would need to drink 700 glasses
at that point
of red wine to get the amount of resveratrol in one capsule.
At that point, I think, this might be a better option.
And it also is loaded with a bunch of other antioxidants in it as well. It has bioquercetin in it, and resveratrol elite, trans resveratrol. Okay, yeah. So again, this is like a major antioxidant. It also has the amount of pterostilbene that you would find in over 20 cups of blueberries. It has the amount of quercetin that you would find in 9 apples.
Wow.
And the amount of pterostilbene that you would find, the pterostilbene is in the blueberries. Oh, fisetin. And the amount of fisetin that you would get from eating like a whole pint of strawberries. Did you guys hear about the $19 strawberry?
I did. I heard about that.
This is crazy. They are selling a $19 strawberry at Erewhon.
At Erewhon. Yeah.
That's crazy.
People said it's apparently really good. I would never...
That's just so they can talk about a $19 strawberry. I don't care how good it is.
Yeah.
$19?
I wouldn't do that.
No.
Also, what if it's not good? You know what I mean? Like, puts a lot of pressure on each single strawberry to be good.
That's
and I know
true.
they import them from Japan. So that's a long way that it has to travel.
It is. So resveratrol, what this does is it helps to activate your longevity genes. So if you think about resveratrol, they first discovered it on grapevines. And the system of grapes has a protective quality against mold to keep the fruit fresh and thriving. And that is where the beginnings of resveratrol. And they found that this substance, this resveratrol, helps the body to protect itself, and in doing so helps to activate our longevity genes. So again, no one can drink 700 glasses of red wine. So if you like to drink your red wine, like a little in moderation, sure. But I think we've learned so much about the Mediterranean diet, and if you eat a lot of fish and you eat a lot of olive oil and you have some red wine and you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and things like that, that's where people would talk about the benefits of red wine, because of course the Italians and the Greek, in that region, wine is just part of daily life.
Yeah.
Or pomegranate juice.
Pomegranate juice. That juice is so great. So guys,
it's so good.
Jump on these 7-piece essential and 4-piece essential kits on SuzanneSummers.com. These are so great. I know supplements can also really add up. Like, they can get expensive. So I love that we do these supplement deals, because it's a great opportunity to also, if there's something you've been wanting to try, or if anything we've said has resonated with you today, great opportunity to try some of these great supplements at a lower cost.
And I know a lot of you had questions while I was going through the supplement. It's hard for me to read from back here. So if you have a question and we have a few minutes, I'd be happy to answer anything for you. Violet's a little closer and she can read.
I need a new hormone doctor to know if I need more estrogen and proper balance is checked. As always in dominance doesn't mean don't give enough, ironically.
It is really important to try to find the right doctor who can help you find that sweet spot with your bioidentical hormones. It doesn't always happen on the first try. Sometimes, you need somebody who's reading between the lines and, maybe you need a little more progesterone, or it also, people will cycle differently. I take my estrogen every day of the month. I take my progesterone only for half the days of the month. And that actually keeps me cycling, which you might think that's crazy at 60 years old. Why would you still need to cycle? It's mimicking my body at a younger age.
Yeah.
So if you're actually tricking the body into thinking that you are still fertile. And that makes me young and vital in terms of evolution. Because once we stop being able to procreate, evolutionary wise, it's like, okay, we're done with her. And I still have a lot of life to live. So for me, I would rather cycle and feel better. So that is what works best for me. Some people will do continuous combined, which is estrogen and progesterone every day. And they're like, oh, it's simpler and that way I don't get a period. And listen, I'm not going to argue with any medical doctor about how he or she is going to prescribe hormones. But if you find that you're putting on a little bit of weight or you're not feeling quite right on continuous combined, you might ask about cycling to see if that is a more natural way for your body. We only make estrogen and progesterone every day of the month when we're pregnant. That's the only time in nature that we do that.
Mm-hmm. We had somebody ask, can you repeat what's in the 7-day kit, or the 7-piece essential kit? Vitamin D3, omega-3, Senolytic Renew, NAC, Curcumin, Resveratrol, and Joint Ease are in the 7-piece essential supplement.
It's a killer kit. 52% off, you guys.
We also had another question up here.
Oh, that juice is so good.
Somebody was asking, is this a 30-day supply?
Yes. Almost everything is a 30-day supply except Senolytic Renew, because this is only 3. Is this a 30-day supply, Joe? 36 capsules. Oh, Joe, it's 12 servings. So this goes for 3 months.
And then we had somebody ask...
But everything else is a 1-month supply.
Somebody was asking, can you please confirm your omega-3 supplement has no mercury? I don't know if we could confirm that, but like my mom said, it comes from only small cold water fish. And when you worry about mercury is usually with those large fish. In order to get the highest rating at IFOS, the International Fish Oil Standards, your product cannot have any high mercury levels. So that is why we spend more on our supplements. It's why when you buy Restore Life, you know you're getting the purity and the potency, because you actually have a company who cares about these things. Mm-hmm. And they go the extra mile and they put it through IFOS, and that's how we get the 5-star rating. So if you want to look this up, you can learn more about IFOS, and yes, we have the highest rating to ensure that we don't have those toxic metals. Someone asked, can you explain the NAC again? Oh, someone keeps asking about a telephone number to place an order. You can place your order on SuzanneSummers.com.
Yes, but there is also, if you just go to the website and click on Contact Us, we can get you a phone number if you are someone that doesn't like to order online. Or Jill, if you can comment on Facebook, just put the phone number for that person, because not everyone is good at the computer. I understand.
Yeah, that's true.
So yes, we have a number that you can call as well. NAC, is good for livers, lungs, and longevity. So NAC helps to clear the lungs of mucus. It helps if you are someone who experiences seasonal issues, nasal or lung. And it also helps your body to turn on its own glutathione production. And glutathione is our master detoxification agent. So it helps with the liver, it helps with lungs, and it helps with longevity.
Hi, Not Produce and Herbs said, wow, it's so informative. I should be taking this. Never too late to start.
Absolutely.
And Jill just dropped the customer service number. Customer service can be reached at 866-222-4620.
That's it.
Great.
So, if you can help yourself to help support your immune system, help support your longevity, give yourself a boost of antioxidants, help clear out some senescent cells, give your body the building blocks that it needs to thrive and survive. And, we're all going to come across bacterial or viruses. We just want to keep our system in the best fighting shape possible. Talk to your little cells and tell them that you're happy and thriving.
Yeah.
Tell them how beautiful you are, because you really are. And this is the place where I think, a lot of us talk about, we'll hear like our children or people who are close to us who say negative things about themselves. And you're like, no, why would you say that? You're so great. But we will say it to ourselves all day long. So speak to yourself as nicely as you would speak to your child or grandchild, someone that you would never want to harm. That is how you should speak to yourself and all your little trillions of cells.
So true.
Tell them how healthy and happy you are, and give them what they need to thrive and survive.
Yes.
We have to make it about health in 2025. It's true. Life
true.
is fragile. And, all of us have had an experience where our health dips or we have a challenge. And so many of us right now are having challenges. And I feel that. I feel that so much. And we have to do what we can to fortify our systems and to help one another. Love seeing you, ladies. Caroline, you're so knowledgeable. I know you're that. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. I was trained by the very best.
True.
And you guys know Suzanne was such a force in health and in hormones and in supplements. I do have to flex a little bit. It was actually my husband, Suzanne's son, who was the first person in the family who was into supplements.
That's true.
And Suzanne and Alan at first they weren't really buying it. And
he started when he was 13, right?
Yeah, he started as a teenager. He read about supplements and he asked Suzanne if he could take supplements, and she said, sure, as long as you check with a doctor. And that's when he started taking supplements. So it was when Suzanne was in Vegas and she was getting sick a lot. She was doing 8 shows a week. She was 98 pounds and she was getting out there and singing and dancing and singing and dancing, and I'm sure staying out late, and she's there like hanging out with Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. I mean, those were some years. So here's this like young fabulous couple, Suzanne and Alan, and she's a headliner and selling out all over Vegas, but she kept getting sick. And she was going on one antibiotic after the next, because you can't sing when you've got a cold, or she would get a lot of throat issues, which made sense when she's singing like that. So her immune system was worn down. She was traveling all over. I mean, it was really an incredibly busy time. And I remember she had to get like what do they give you? Like a steroid shot or cortisone shot. Just to sometimes you just have to do this because there's no other way. Well, they're not good for you, and it's cumulatively not great. And that was the first time that Suzanne decided to go to an anti-aging integrative type doctor. And that was the beginning of her movement in this, because she realized she couldn't continue just using pharmaceutical medicine, getting sick, taking something to get better, getting sick, taking something to get better. And that's when she started learning about wellness. And it's something Bruce and I were already practicing, actually, because we had already found our doctor a little bit before that. And I remember when I was nursing Camellia, and Camellia was having stomach issues, and I remember Suzanne and Alan saying, well, it's probably all those supplements you're taking. It turned out not to be. It just turned out that she had an allergy to gluten and dairy. But it was so interesting because, as with everything, once Suzanne learned about it, she learned more about it than anyone. She would dig so deep, and she read everything about it. She talked to so many doctors and scientists and formulators, and she's the one who really did the deep dive, and that's when she started writing books about it. And then we created this line with, I think, the best supplement company on the planet. I mean, we could use anyone. And Suzanne said, I want my customers to take what I take. I want them to take what our family takes. I don't want to use a less expensive product. You know, I gave her two or three different quotes on different companies that we could get our supplements from. And she said, I want to give them the best. So they are a little more expensive, but that's why we try to give you these kind of discounts. Because we also want you to have access to the
and why
best.
take a supplement if the quality's not top notch? I mean, the reason you take a supplement is to add to your health.
Yes, but not everyone can afford, you know, so again, it's
I
it's
know,
hard
but I'm
because-
just saying it's a give and take, but it is worth
Yes.
it, and especially when we do these deals. I mean, especially for certain things like omega-3,
Yes.
like you really want to make sure you're getting a high quality omega-3
It's
supplement.
true.
Some are more important than others to
Yeah.
make sure the quality's great.
Yeah.
But
So that's when, you know, Suzanne wrote 27 books. And every time she would learn about something, she provides the research, she provides the studies. Read her books. Read the details about the studies that she quotes, because you'll learn more about why these things are so important to help support our health. And it's never just one thing, right? We're trying to eat better, we're trying to eat organic, and we're trying to eat good, healthy foods and less processed foods and less sugars and less of, you know, the seed oils and all the things that are not great for us. We're also trying to breathe cleaner air. We're trying to make sure we get clean water. Filtered water is best if you can afford a reverse osmosis filter for your home. If you're going to drink bottled water, it's so much better out of glass. Or, you know, we have a water, you know, dispenser, but we wouldn't get the plastic one. I'm like, what's the point of getting it if it's going to be plastic? It's sitting in the window. So we got a glass one. It is a little bit more expensive. But all of these places where we can eliminate a toxin, and that is what our brand is all about. Our skincare is made without toxins. Our hair care is made without chemicals. Our body care, our supplements, our cosmetics. And we have really tried to help in many different areas to provide access to toxic-free products.
I feel so good about whenever I use a Suzanne product, because I'm like, how many toxins and chemicals am I saving myself from right now by using this rather than, you know,
well, and it's why when we get a new customer, our customer has a really long life with our company, because they might come in because they learn, let's say they learned today about NAC and they start wanting to take NAC. Well, then they start like, oh, you guys have a household cleaner that doesn't have chemicals?
Yeah.
Wait, you guys have makeup? I didn't know you had makeup. Wait, you've got skincare? Oh, I can have anti-aging and get the benefits without the chemicals. Wait, I can find a way to help healthy hair growth that doesn't have all the different categories that we have. We are really like a whole little ecosystem of health and wellness without the toxins, without the chemicals. So anyway, thanks for being part of our little toxic-free universe here.
And don't forget about our 4-piece and 7-piece supplement kits at SuzanneSummers.com. You get 33 or 52% off on those.
Amazing. And you will see Violet and Daisy back with Zeta on Wednesday.
Can't wait.
So Alan and the girls on Wednesday. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I hope you have a beautiful day.